game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. A fairly short kick from the 14. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 10 more there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, here's Smith. And it's It's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Pass at 20 for a short gain. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win, and the defense is tired.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. The Lance going to throw.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete.
He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Up the gun, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moves right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners take the early turnover and converted into an opening touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Niners 7, Seahawks 0.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Walker is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes over there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Now receiver in motion left.
Walker with another carry.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
The Lance now to throw.
This one caught by Kittle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
Touchdown 49ers.
Trey Lance finding Deebo Samuel. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
Seahawks 9. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over its first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10, Smith again. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Gino on first down. Going right back to Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 125 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's Walker. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line. Again, it's Walker, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of the half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over.
time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And that to the 30. It'll be second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. It also brings up third down.
Plays like that, exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to get a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech, who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on third down.
Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's got room.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 181 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker.
A 23-yard run.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point open through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Off left tackle, it's McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Lance to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Lance. They still can't get it. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, it looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. From the gun, it's Walker. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Geno. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. They've got his man complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. In motion, the tight end. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And Walker has it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Smith. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Lance going to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Puna Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And Walker once more. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following a surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance looking to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Lance. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Looking deep for Jennings. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run with McCaffrey off the option. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 92 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Lance with a first throw in overtime. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together. And I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Combination with this one. Did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not there. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head and not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Lance now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Walker. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in a position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
Straight ahead, Walker. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Lockett the man in motion. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try the air now with Smith. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On second down, it's Walker. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal with their bonus in this game and a sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Well, let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
Will 3 points be enough to do it? We'll soon know as we continue here in overtime. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. It's a gain of 3, and it gets into 1st.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down, here's Mitchell. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. 1 overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, we'll have to keep carrying it, thank you.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This to win it in overtime. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they had before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in the stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
And you got a bet?
Yeah.
And you got a bet.
Take EP.
First of all, I got 4 of those.